Hello, everyone. My name is Slappy Burger, and welcome back to my journey through Minecraft. Ooh, we're in the village. Still in 1.2.5, so this thing is effectively useless to us in its current state. But we're going to be doing some remodeling today. This episode's probably going to be a bit of a slower episode. If I'm being so for real, it's probably going to be a rather slow episode, actually, because I said, we're remodeling, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done in this village to kind of patch this place up. Because I mean, it looks pretty rough. Okay, I mean, there's villagers in the ravine. That one's just straight dogging on a sheep. That is insane. Can't show that on YouTube. Come on, guys. But yeah, I kind of want to upgrade this village a little bit. I'm gonna keep it mostly old village theme. In that any houses that we make in addition to this village are going to be the same kind of style as all these guys. In fact, probably they're going to look the exact same as these guys, but I want to make this thing safe. And I want to kind of prepare it for when we are able to start trading with these guys, which comes in the next update, but I don't know when we're going to update. Like, what's going on here? This whole house is just going to have to come down. All right. Like, genuinely, who thought this was a good idea? There's a sheep on the roof. It's absolutely horrible in this village right now. It's absolutely terrible. But we will get this village looking nice and spiffy by the time we're done with it. And by spiffy, I mean at least, walkable. There's no massive ravines with villagers inside of every single one. We might actually have to kill some villagers. I guess, actually thinking about it, are we able to breed villagers in this version? Is that something we can do? I don't know if they need beds or anything in this one. I think it's based on like the number of doors or something in the village in this version or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're just gonna do a lot of village upgrades today. There's not really much to say anything crazy about this episode. I don't know exactly what all I'm gonna do, but I know I'm gonna start with probably building fences around this John. And I actually came over here with no wood, but that's okay because there's a big forest right next to us. So I guess we'll get started on that. And I'll also probably do some experimenting with bread to see if these guys can breed. So yeah, there's that. Also, why do all of the houses just not have torches in them? That's crazy. I know I normally play on like peaceful mode just because I don't like dealing with monsters. It just gives me more freedom, but there is eventually going to be a time where I'm not playing in peaceful mode and it's not as big of a burden to deal with monsters all the time. I just don't know when that's going to be. I swear, I keep saying that every so often, but I never go through with it. Anyways, I'm just going to start cutting down trees because I think lighting this place up with torches and stuff is going to be kind of our first order of business. Now, I do want to say, with the last episode that we made being the 1-year anniversary episode, I feel really refreshed in the world. I don't know why, but I feel just very nice and refreshed in this Minecraft world. I was kind of going through something of another like kind of Minecraft burnout. But I did that cake, and for some reason my desire to play Minecraft just like shot through the roof right away. It's like, oh my god, we did a year and we did this and all that, so now we're gonna do all of this in this year. It's feeling really good. And like I kind of said last episode, for those who watched it, because I was looking at my analytics, shout out to like the 3 of you that actually sat through the whole thing. I do have a new position at work, and that's also freeing up a lot of time for me personally, and is making it feel like that I can actually enjoy the world again. So, and by the world, I mean real Earth. So, I don't know. This is just one of the ways that we are going to enjoy our new found, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is. Inspiration? Drive? I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, it is, I am feeling very refreshed. So there is that going for us. Now, I'm going to need a lot of wood for this as well, just because I also want to build a big fence around the whole, kind of the whole village. So, we are going to need a lot of wood. And that's kind of why I brought diamonds too, because I was preemptively ready to have to do just a lot of resource gathering and breaking blocks and moving blocks. So, yeah, this is just gonna need a lot of wood. I guess I'll probably get like 4 stacks of logs to start with. We might need more, we might not, I'm not sure, but that's where we're gonna start. Okay, so we have 4 stacks of wood. Cool, I guess a little over technically. I guess now I have 2 stacks of coal. How much? We'll just turn one of these into a thing. Okay, so 1 stack of wood is 60 or 128 sticks, not 64. Okay, I kind of want to make it so that I also don't hear monsters running around over here as well. So I guess we'll just kind of start with getting torches into the houses themselves. Kind of crazy that why do they even have dirt floors? Like, Notch, what were we doing? What were we doing back in this time? We genuinely, this guy's just trapped in this house. It's crazy. Just build that for you so you can get out, I guess. I just realized we finally have a use for all the gravel that we have back at home. Like, we actually finally have a use for that, which is very nice. I haven't used gravel much in this world. Okay, that was completely my fault. Brother. I guess I also gonna have to bring dirt back from over there as well. I think I've mostly lit up all the houses. It is becoming nighttime, so we should be able to see it through the grass, or the glass, not the grass. I'm trying to think of what all I'm gonna need to kind of refurbish this thing. Maybe. Okay, so well, let's first focus on getting the holes patched up. So if we want the holes patched up, we're gonna need gravel, dirt, and probably cobblestone. I'm not gonna fully fill in these ravines, but I am gonna cover it with dirt. So that means I'm gonna have to light these guys up pretty thoroughly, because I don't want monsters to spawn down there. But for the most part, the village itself should be lit up. So I kind of want to put torches around the farms as well. These ones that are kind of sunk into the ground, I don't think I'm going to like raise them or anything. The only house that I think I'm going to do major changes to is whichever one was like floating. I think it's this one. Then I might add some more of these smaller ones kind of over here probably. We might also add some light posts, so I probably need some black wool. I want it to stay on theme. And then this whole light post is just going to get moved up, honestly. And I might have to pull out some lava for some of these guys down there. I don't think they'll remember how much they hate me. Just for safety reasons, I'm going to actually put those guys in there, because they're going to be, if every other villager dies because they're idiots and keep falling into these holes, then we have at least 2 that are in a house that won't fall into a pit. Yeah, all the houses look pretty well illuminated. I know these 2 have them. And that one's fine. Okay, cool. So I guess we can move on to phase 2. I'm going to have to bring a lot of stuff over here, so that means I'm going to make more chests. Okay, I feel like that's like one of the only things I do in this world is make chests. Just put all of the... Just put like everything in here, honestly, so we can just bring as much stuff as possible. And then just in case, I'll make 2 more chests. Just in case we need more space. You know, this nether highway is like really nice, but my God, it gets so old running through this thing all the time. Holy. Like, maybe I should put minecarts in it. Are minecarts faster than running in this version? I don't know. I know I could. I definitely have enough resources to build a minecart track through this thing. I did even more mining off camera. That's like off camera. The only thing I do is mining at this point, mostly because I want diamonds. We're almost at 2 stacks of diamond blocks right now. Yeah, probably need to do some upgrades on this thing. Eventually, my plan for this highway is to, you know, have blue ice in it, but that's a long ways off before we have that. So it's gonna be a long time. We're just gonna have to deal with running through it. Maybe we should just, yeah, maybe I should just do minecarts. Just suck it up. Take the time to put minecarts in here. Probably with powered rails, because I can definitely afford it. So let's grab just a lot of cobblestone. And then, ooh, we get to do dirt mining. Love that. And then gravel. Just the rest of the inventory will be gravel. Oh my God, totally off topic, but I want to show you something kind of insane that I discovered. So we all know about golden apples, right? We all know about golden apples. Well, I discovered in this version, golden apples can be crafted like this. Now, I'm not going to craft it, but just the fact that you can use gold nuggets for this is ridiculous, okay? That was one of the big reasons why I wanted to do a gold farm, was to make just an absurd amount of gold. Like, I'm talking like 12 double chests full of golden apples, okay? Just so many golden apples. But yeah, in this version, apparently they are crafted with golden nuggets instead. Now, I don't know if they convert into enchanted golden apples in the future, but I'm pretty excited to test that. I maybe make one. I don't know when they added, like, you know, normal golden apples and then enchanted golden apples, like split them, because I'm pretty sure there's only the enchanted golden apples in this one, or notch apples, whatever you want to call them. But just know, one of these days we are going to have so many notch gapples, god apples, enchanted golden apples, whatever. We're gonna have so many of them. All right, so I guess we'll just kind of start by just throwing ourselves down here. And are we able to pick up the gravel? No, we are not, because I have too much stuff. Now, I did not grab a bucket of lava, unfortunately, but that's okay. We actually... Unfortunately, my friend, you have broken both your legs and you will not escape, so I'm so sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I'm gonna really make sure this thing is nice and lit. Don't want any monsters spawning in here. And already I'm out of wool. Great. Okay, I need to... why did I jump down here without cleaning out my inventory? What am I doing? I'm even gonna light up these kind of extension areas here. Just because, again, I don't want to hear any monsters kind of down in the caves. I'm not really sure if I will be able to either way, but I'd rather just avoid the whole situation. It's just really annoying hearing monsters underneath your village. I mean, to be fair, it's really annoying just hearing monsters like anywhere, honestly. But this should be enough to kind of stop them from spawning. And if it's not, then I will put down more torches. It's kind of funny looking at, you know, they like generated it into the ravine like this. It's kind of funny to look at. Man, old Minecraft. Old Minecraft. I mean, they still kind of do this nowadays too. Like, just like a cave will generate right inside of the village, and they'll just, you know, just build a massive pillar underneath their entire house instead of, you know, moving it to the side a little bit. Feel bad killing the villagers, but I mean, I'm not going to take the time to get them out. They're way too stupid. They might be a little bit smarter in the newer versions, but don't they share AI with like pigs or something in this version? I know that when they were first added, they did, but I don't know about necessarily right now. I'm going to assume that they have pig AI because there's no reason that there would be 3 of them down there. I think for these caves, what we'll do is we'll kind of do just 1 layer of cobblestone underneath. And this is just so that if we ever, you know, dig anything, it's not like we just immediately fall into a hole. So it's safer for us if we ever do any future renovations here. We can just put, we'll just know cobblestone means really big hole. Don't forget to add the torches to the farms. I feel like the farms that they have generate more often than they do now. I guess, you know, now being modern Minecraft, at least it just feels like it. Already, just with that alone, there is way more light in the village. Man, these sheep are starting to annoy me so much. God. But yeah, already with that alone, it's making it a lot more lit up. So that's really good. We want it to be nice and lit. I don't want to get like lost in this cave. It might be actually a rather large cave system right underneath the village. That's awesome. Okay. Wow. Okay. This thing might be giant. Okay. Well, that should be enough for our purposes. Keeping mobs at bay. That should be all of the caves lit up. So now let's go about covering these guys up. I'm probably going to need more cobblestone. I'm definitely going to need more dirt. But I think some of the smaller ones are already kind of filled in. So I guess we just got to really worry about the bigger one. So we got that one patched. This one's patched. We're going to have to patch that cave up a little bit over there. And then I guess the ravine. So start with the ravine. Other kind of nice thing about this cobblestone too is that it's kind of allowing me to make like little adjustments so that I can kind of contour it a little bit. So I can place the grass here, you know, around it, and you still won't be able to see it once the dirt is put in. But that makes it a lot easier to sort of, I guess, follow the contours of the world itself. Okay, I actually think that's all of the holes covered. I don't see any more around. So we got that one. That's the ravine. This one, that one's covered. Then, I guess right here, we'll just kind of throw some dirt in. Why not? And that should be good. I think that's at least all the major holes. There might be some minor holes here and there that show up, but I gotta go back to the mines, grab dirt. Is what it is, but I know where a ton of dirt is, so it's not the biggest end of the world. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love mining so much, and it's convenient that I have dug out all this space because then I can just find dirt underground without having to tear up my beautiful, beautiful surface. It's just very nice. Very, very nice. And I love it so much. Man, I just love running through thousands and thousands of blocks. So fun. Love it so much. It's my favorite thing to do. Man, I guess I really need to build a stop for this place. Barely see the water over there. There's a little lake over there. Yeah, gonna have to build a way down to that, I guess, too. Still, there's always work to do. If you don't know what to do, just work on roads. It's the foolproof way of finding something to do. Brilliant. Yes, that's awesome. Love the rain. We love the rain. Well, in any case, the bit rate will just be absolutely horrible, and I'll be not able to hear anything for a little bit. Okay, I believe that should be all the holes filled. For the most part, there's a couple spots where I am going to put gravel instead, and I have way more gravel than I need. That is for sure, but it's okay. Better prepared than coming in here with not enough stuff. I did find, oh, this is an area I gotta fix as well. I'm gonna do this just so it's a little more even. I gotta put more dirt down. I guess I forgot because I worked on the ravine and then ran away too far, but I'll finish with the gravel. We'll fix that little hole of dirt. And then I suppose we'll start working on getting the village houses fixed up a bit. Yeah, here's the house that we need to move up. How many blocks is that? We need to move it up by, is that just one block or is that? It just needs to be moved up by one. That's a pretty simple fix for that. And I guess I forgot this area too. I guess we'll just really quickly, there we go. Now we don't have to worry about it. Yes, paths are looking nice and smooth. Still got to patch that up, but the paths look good. No more rough edges on those. Everything should be straight. I don't think there's any crooked edges on here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. And now we can, I guess, patch in that one little bit of dirt, and it's house time. This house is going to be a bigger pain to fix. I think we want the door to go right here. So it's what we're going to do there is we'll put the door right there so we know where it goes. And it's going to look silly, but we're going to have to move everything down. And I do believe, yeah, they do have normal wood blocks in the corners there. So, I mean, honestly, this isn't going to be too hard to replicate. Don't think. Oh, I never realized that they cut off like that. Oh, that's absolutely hideous. Wow. Oh my God, they do it over here as well. That's crazy. I never noticed that. Have they always been like that? I mean, obviously, they've been updated since this time, but I don't remember them having like such a sharp edge like that. Man, it looks so satisfying with all the wheat like almost completely grown. There's a couple of weird little bits kind of around that haven't grown up yet, but they should all be grown by the time we're done over here, I'd imagine, unless we get really unlucky. But yeah, all the wheat farms being all grown, man, that looks really satisfying. Oh my God, I cannot believe I just did that. Holy crap, that actually is like tragic. Give me give me a stone hoe right now so I can fix this. I was literally just talking about how everything looks so nice and I went and did that. That is crazy. Here we go. No one see the evidence either. Just need it to grow really fast. Just realized there's no grass over here, so I actually have to do this just to get the grass to come over. Kind of annoying, but I guess we'll start with this easier one. This one's going to be easier to fix than those others. So I just realized we need sand, which, oh, okay. Well, that's convenient. Need glass panes. Kind of forgot about that. You know, I don't really know why I grabbed all these resources. Just about, actually, everything I need should be inside of this house right here. So I don't know why I grabbed all that. Don't look at me like that. I'm fixing your guys' town right now for free. Okay, for free. I'm doing this. There's gonna be a day though where not everything's gonna be for free anymore. Just have to wait for that time to come. Oh, there's a whole ravine area over here. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I guess I have a use for my dirt again. I'm gonna have to shade this back a little bit too. I placed all this dirt, I get to remove it. Love that. But it should be okay if I just do it here, because that's where the floor is going to go for this, you know, moved up house. Just kind of something like this should be okay. Okay, so now we can go ahead and just place the cobblestone back down. And if I'm correct, this should go up. Maybe, what is it? Okay, hold on. We got one right here. Let's see. So the floor goes up 3, and then there's the wood trim around it. So just like this. Don't know why I didn't just look over there and just, instead of just guessing. And this is the easy house to build. These houses are not hard to build at all. Very nice, very convenient. Should we start putting beds in these? Little preemptive beds. That might be worth the hassle. Now we can put these. We can go all the way around with wood. Place one more of those, and then the roof is wood. Then the fences go up around it. Which, I don't know why they have these roofs that you can access with a ladder, considering the villagers, as far as I'm aware, can't climb at all. Just realized also, these guys don't come with doors installed. We should definitely install doors on them. The torch goes here. Then we take our glass. And there's a dark area because I forgot to light it up. Of course there is. Why? Of course there's an area I forgot to light up. And we have a full stack of panes. We can do that with torches already put down. We'll put 2 torches in there. Why not? And I'm going to light up this area behind the house just so it's not making scary noises and monsters aren't spawning in there. But overall, I think that looks pretty good. I mean, that looks exactly like how the houses are supposed to look. And on to the more problematic house over here. This one. This one's going to be the real struggle, which, I'm kind of looking at it. It's actually not as bad as I thought. It's not super intricate. We just got to remember where everything goes. So what we could do is, to make this significantly easier, we could just mirror everything. So like the door goes, hold on, wait a minute. I'm messing everything up. No, the door should have the wood kind of going like this. And then we could just, do this the whole way down. And then we would only have to like replace the stone and all that. I think that would work a lot better. And it's a lot easier to just fix. I'm not gonna lie, at the time I'm recording this, I am like just coming off of a shift at work, and it's like almost 2 in the morning now. I am a very tired white boy right now. Just very, very tired. This should actually go right here. Only 1 block below it. That's like the, I don't know, like almost like an attic window, but there's no attic. I never understood that. Why do some attics have windows? Like, I know that like some people kind of like put living spaces in their attics, but still, it's an attic. What are you doing up there? Okay, now that we have that established, we can go about, I guess, moving everything down. So everything at this level is going to stay, but we need to tear everything down. I do want it to still have that goofy flat look that it has. I know there's a very easy fix for this. If you're cool and swag. Actually, I don't know, because that's stupid looking, but I don't know. I think I could probably figure out a way to get it looking right, but I'm not going to. I want it to look like the goofy old villages. Oh, was that a pressure plate? What? We all heard that, right? I hope I'm not losing my mind. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I actually heard that, because I'm pretty sure I just heard a pressure plate like getting activated, which is very weird and very concerning. Maybe I heard a villager, open the door or something. No, it's weirding me out. It's Hero Brian, hair and bribe, if you will. Now, actually, I don't think I have to remove the cobblestone here. Do I? Where's the other? Oh, right here. Here it is. So this door has wood directly above it. Yeah, you're staying in there. This door has wood directly above it. But the whole way around is cobblestone. So we actually don't have to remove this initial layer of cobblestone. Everything should be okay if we just keep the cobblestone here. But one thing about me is I'm really good at messing things up. So there's a good chance that I'm going to have to just like start from scratch on this thing. I just want everyone to be fully aware of that. I really am good at just straight messing things up. LOL. Okay, so now that that's all removed, now we have to go down 2 blocks. So this is the, well, I guess technically 3, because we're going to have to replace the floor. So hopefully a lot of it is just dirt. That would make it very, very easy to fix. All right, with that, we can replace the wood floors. Make everything look nice and furnished in here. And then I guess I'm looking at the walls here. There's a lot of dirt on the walls. Guess we gotta fix those too. Also, I'm missing some blocks out here. I need to make sure I'm getting those. There's still a dark area somewhere. I don't know where that is, but that's not cool. Not cool at all. Okay, well, that's tragic. So the door is actually gonna go right there. And that means that these are wood and our cobblestone is actually right here. Yeah, look at that. And then so we can knock this down 1 more level. And we're going to have to do some terraforming as well, which is really unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, now we can actually put in the cobblestone. And then I guess we also have to replace the floor again. Well, that's unfortunate, but you know, it's the Slappy Burger way to mess something up in every single episode and then have to redo everything from scratch. It's just how we roll here. All right, villagers, I suppose you can go free if you wish. I need to see what's going on in your house here to make sure I'm doing this right. So there is 1 block of exposed wood there for some odd reason. There is, so we have to make sure that we get that right. So that should be right. Okay, so it is also cobblestone for the most part the whole way around, and then this whole back wall is going to be cobblestone as well. So just got to replace this dirt with cobblestone then. But yeah, this is feeling real villager like. And I'm gonna sleep real quick, and once we sleep, it's roof time. And I think the roof actually won't be too difficult to do. I think that's honestly probably one of the easier parts of the process. Oh, okay. Okay, so this whole wall here, this whole wall section right through here is actually wood. I do want that, like I said, I want this to be a mirror copy of what's going on in this old village. So we have that, and then from there we would put stairs, kind of like, if I could, you can place upside down stairs? Oh my god, that's huge. I'm glad I found that out. That's actually massive. And this whole section here is going to be slabs. Or not slabs, stairs. Just like that. And then I think we just kind of follow the pattern the whole way up. But I think there is actually wood underneath each of these. You know, I'm kind of thinking about it. I feel like what kind of happened with the corners right here is they were just generally like, okay, so how can we make it look like it's rounded off right? And then they were like, you know what? We can't, because we don't have slanted staircases yet. So we're just going to put these solid blocks inside of it. The side with the 2 windows and then the L side that does that. Yeah. So the L side, let's do the L side first. The L side gets a block in the corner. Like right, I guess for us it would be right here. And then it kind of goes around like that, which means that there's another block there. something like that. And that means instead of this block, we have this. I think that probably means we have some sort of structure going like that all the way across, right? Then we can do that. Does it do it on the top block as well? I think it does. It does. So this top block is also just a solid wood block right here. It might help if I had something kind of like this going on where it's actually, you know, the right, I guess, shape, because the wood does not go all the way through there. I think they do something kind of like that. Let me find where the solid blocks are. Right? I need to build a staircase up here. Where are the solid blocks? Okay, so they have a solid block running all the way down to the middle window. I think that if we line it up like that, I think that would help us out a lot. Which means that this is also a solid block, probably. And then if I had to assume, probably does something like this. And then has that staircase. Yep, there we go. That's what it is. That's what it is. Probably should have built the solid blocks first before we did that whole spiel with the whatever I was trying to do. Because then we could put one there. And then with the wood going all the way across like this as well, we can put those in. And I think there's one more right there. Like that. And that looks almost right. Oh, wait. I think it's because I didn't actually put the stairs in here yet. Then, am I missing something? Feels like I'm missing one somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's right. Where did I get this extra stair? Where am I missing a stair? Did I accidentally break one off of this house? I think so. Okay, well, it looks correct. So I'm gonna assume that everything is okay. Inside is also looking pretty good. Let me make sure the dimensions are right. Yeah, everything looks good inside, at least. We still have to fix this outside problem, but I think I'll just put some torches up. Kind of like that. And yeah, okay, it's lit up in there. Now we can dig this dirt back, fix everything here. There's a whole cave under here, isn't there? Is there not? There is. Okay. That makes things a little bit more complicated, but that shouldn't be a big issue. All right, there we go. Now everything looks nice. It is a little sunk compared to this one, but I mean, that's okay. I guess we could also probably just like expand the dirt a little bit and that'll make it look a little more sunk, but it is what it is. It looks good on the inside. It looks just like the other. It's mirrored. This needs wood there. And that's the houses that are broken fixed, as far as I'm aware. I believe everything should be mostly good. Yeah. All right. Now we can move on to the next phase of building individual houses for these guys. Now, this side of town looks pretty well established, but this well over here kind of just nothing's going on over here. So I think we'll build maybe a couple of the smaller houses kind of behind the church over here. And then we will build one of the bigger houses over here. I think that'll just add a, like, maybe 3, maybe 4 more houses. We'll put the first house right here. We'll actually make the path in right here so it's a little more even. First house will go right here, and it's just going to be another one of those like little ladder houses. Are we so serious right now? Hey. Yeah, cut that out. Not sure what that was, but we're not doing that right now. Luckily, these guys are really easy to build. We don't have to put too much effort into making them. Just a very easy house to build. I do need a crafting table down. And we'll start with putting the glass panes in. We need a ladder to go up as well as a door. So we might as well make a door. And then I'm not sure how many sticks we need. We'll just make a good amount of them. And of course, it's not the right number of ladders, but that's okay. Torch here and here. And then the wood up here. And then we're going to need a lot more sticks because of the fences. Just remembered that. Can't hit it from up there, fortunately. Turn all those into sticks. Is it still this? It sure is. And the roof goes in and the fences. I still don't have enough. Oh my god. I mean, I have to make a ton of these fences anyways because I'm going to surround the whole thing in a fence. So, I mean, it's not like a huge problem to have to make just so many of these preemptively. And that's only 46. Oh my god. Okay. But that's okay. We have plenty of wood to work with here. And I think that's good for this house. Do we have the door? No, we don't. Put the door on. Boom. House is done. At least the actual structure of the house. I think the other one I want to build is going to be that one there, which is also pretty simple to make. I'm not having a dirt floor inside of it, though. We're not doing that. We'll make a cobblestone floor for these. I think I need to replace the dirt in a lot of these, don't I? Yeah, I did end up figuring out what that pressure plate sound was. I'm probably just going to put a little annotation in the video somewhere. Please move. Please move. Need you to move as well. Sir, please. But yeah, I did find out what those pressure plates were. Basically, a villager activated it. So nothing crazy. Just, but it did wig me out. I completely forgot that these villages had pressure plates inside of some of their houses. I guess there's also a variant of the house that doesn't have the fences on it. Interesting. Did not notice the difference there. But I kind of want to build one of those ones. Oh my god, there's also two different kinds of those too. Some have the wood on top and some don't have that wood. Well, there's two of the ones without wood, so we'll do one with the little extra wood on top. It's not like a huge extra addition or anything. Now those houses over there also aren't too difficult to make, so I think we'll just do it right here. They're 4 blocks long, and I think I'm going to push the path back just by 1 block just so it's not up against that dirt. Just like that. So it's 4 wide and then 5 deep. So we just put another 4 here. And then fill this in with cobblestone. And then I already forgot the rest of it. Let's see. Okay, so there's wood. All right, this thing's pretty simple. All right, so there's wood in each of the corners that go up 3 blocks. And then you can fill in the rest of that with wooden planks and the glass panes. More wooden planks as well. Look at that. You know, just craft the whole stack into that. We're going to be making a lot of fences. Glass panes go in. And then I want the door to go right here. Do this. And then we'll put stone stairs down for that. And the door will go there. Then I don't know what the inside of the roof looks like. So the roof on these guys is also pretty simple. Just build a staircase up. What we do is we do something like this the whole way around. And then we kind of fill it in the top like that. And that's basically the house done just like that. So this is also a really easy one to build. Now we can make our door. And I guess we also need to put torches in it. Oh, we also need a fence with a pressure plate on it. That's something they have for some reason. Well, that's just brilliant, isn't it? There we go. And do they Do the fences generate like that in the other houses? I don't think they do, actually. But we'll just put 2 torches in here like that. Actually, put them over the windows. There we go. So it looks a little more even. That's the way I like it. Now I am curious now. Do those fences generate like that? I don't think they do. I think they generate like the normal like thing. Which one of this had a thing in it? This one? Oh no. Okay, so they do connect to the wall. It's kind of weird they do that. But I guess we can start work on the other house. And I think the other house is going to be... Let's do one of those. One of these guys. One of the ones with like the stone slabs inside of it. Yeah, this one, the roof isn't as intricate. It's going to have a little fenced in area in the back, but it looks really nice. So we'll do that. How far out do I want this house to be? I don't want it to be too far. And I want it to be on probably that side. Even though we just have to extend the dirt out a little bit. We have plenty of dirt, so we'll do it on the left here. This is a pretty far distance for them to run. I think maybe I should just do it on the right side. I don't know. Actually, I think we'll be all right if we just do it on the left, right? Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'm thinking about it too much. Just need to make sure that it has enough space for the backyard. So we're placing a lot of dirt as you know, that's a pretty common thing in this world as well. It's just placing dirt everywhere. Another pretty common thing that happens. All right, I think that's more than big enough to accommodate for this thing. So a bit of inventory clearing and then on to building this house, which I don't think will be very hard at all. So the foundation for this thing is 9 by 6. All these stupid flowers out of here. Too many bushes. So 9 by 6. So I don't, is it up to the, it is up against the path. So we'll do it like that. We'll put it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God, perfect. And the door goes right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we just kind of loop it back around here. Just like that. And the inside of this flooring is not cobblestone. It's actually wood. And replace all of that. And then I get to sleep again, which is okay because I need to inspect the walls of it as well. So the layout of this thing is actually kind of weird. So we do a whole ring of cobblestone around the front, except for right there where the door is going to go. And we then are going to bring this up. What's that? It's 2 more blocks here. I'm going to double check my work, but it's going to be 2 blocks here with another layer of cobblestone on top of these guys. And then inside of those, they get the wood log window combo. Then the rest of it looks like it's just wood. So like this. And it looks like there's a window right there as well. Now the back side, I don't actually know. I guess I need to look at the inside too to know what these blocks are. So we can also get rid of this stair just for inventory's sake. So the back side is all wood, it looks like. And I think from the interior, it's also all wood. Yeah. So all wood along this wall here. And then... Okay, that seems pretty simple, actually. There does need to be a door right here as well. So that kind of goes like this. I think there's a window like this in it. And then the rest of it is just wood. Just like that. And actually, this whole section right here needs to be stone slabs or smooth stone slabs. Might as well also get the table and chairs installed, which kind of goes like this. And how does the rest of this go? I think it's pretty self-explanatory from here. We actually do have to raise up this dirt a little bit for it as well, because the dirt actually does extend with the building. I guess it's on the same level as this bottom layer here. Up here, we have something kind of like this going on. And then the roof is just an extended platform kind of thing all the way across. And it does look like they do stairs all the way up. So more wood crafting. Here we go. So we fill that in. And that's basically, for the most part, the roof done. Now we just have to craft more stairs. Hopefully 47 is enough. I think while we put those in, we'll just go ahead and start smelting. I don't know how much cobblestone we need. We'll just put a stack in there and let it go. Need this wood back. And first, we'll just do the trim, because there is a kind of goofy, low-hanging wall over the top there. And the rest should be self-explanatory. It should just be staircases. And this is not enough staircases. And that's that house. That's pretty much it. I guess while that smelts, we will get the yard installed. So I'm gonna have to go get more dirt again. This thing is a 5x7. So we'll do something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it lines up with that window perfectly. And the rest from here is just letting the grass grow. And I think I'll push this dirt out a little bit further to make it look, I guess, maybe more natural. I don't know, actually. I think we can just keep it like this. That's fine. It kind of adds to that kind of goofy look that it has. And we just go around it with fences. Believe it or not, it actually does come with torches on the outside. So now we just have to wait for, I guess we got doors too, but we just have to wait for the stone to be ready, and then we can work on the big fence that we're going to have to do. All of that only smelted like 20 stone. Dude. I hate waiting for things to smelt. It's the absolute worst, but, you know, we got to deal with it. Don't really know what else busy work we could do. I guess I'll just craft as many fences as I can with what I got right now, which is actually quite a few of them. Well, actually, is it quite a few of them? That many sticks only creates 2 stacks of fences. Ooh, that's an expensive investment. Okay. So only 3 full stacks from all of that. That is tragic. We still have almost half a stack. So probably cut down more wood is what it seems like. Look at that. They actually used the house that I built for them. That's awesome. That means that things are good over here. Anyone in here? No, not yet. But I do have probably more than enough wood. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. It's only by 3s. It's not. This is way more than I need, but you know what? We'll use it for something at some point. All right. Let's see here. So we can just start with this, put all of this in, and then we do that. Perfect. Now this house is done. Now we can craft a ridiculous amount of fences. And I think I'm going to take myself back over to the portal and just start over there. Should probably add more of these lamp posts around too. I think that would be maybe after the fence. That's going to be kind of the last step in the process, is doing that. Let's get rid of everything that's not essential here. I actually do need you. And get right here. Here we go, crafting time. Okay, we'll start with this. This isn't enough, then I'm gonna lose my frickin' mind. So just put all the wood back in here. And it's time to build a very big fence. I think we'll start just kind of right behind the portal here. And give me some dirt. Just put it out a little bit further. And it's raining again, because of course it is. Love that so much. Okay, and we have way more fences to spare than I needed. Thought I was going to use so many more of those, but that is fine. And I also gave us a little extra space over here just to, in case we ever wanted to come back and expand some things. You know, there's a couple extra little spots we could definitely put something in, but for the most part, it's pretty tight over here. But I think it looks a lot better now, and also it's a lot safer. It's not so much about keeping the villagers in, it's more so about keeping monsters out. And I kind of need the rain to stop and the time to turn to night so I can start making light posts. That'll be a good way to get rid of some of these extra fences that we have. For some of these sections, kind of like over here and stuff, I might just use glowstone. But I did... Oh, I actually could just use torches. Well, not for the patches of area, but I could put some torches up around the house, where the house is, and that would help kind of alleviate some of the monster spawns in the place. So I think I'll just kind of do my four corners method that I do for a lot of places. Just put a lot of torches on the corners of each of the houses. That'll just right off the rip kind of create a lot more space, or a lot more light, I should say, not space. You know, looking at it from this perspective, there might be almost too many torches, but monsters will not spawn. That is for sure. Monsters will not spawn. Well, I need to light this guy up, but monsters will not spawn near the houses. They'll definitely be able to spawn over there, but some of these, like, there's probably space for them to spawn right around here, maybe there, maybe over there, and kind of just around this back area, so. But I need it to be nighttime so I can really see. Also, I need it to stop raining. Please. It rains all the time in this world, and I love the rain, but when I'm recording, it is the most obnoxious thing in the game. You know, I'm going to need black wool, so I suppose I could make my way over to the sheep farm while it's raining, and then kind of do that while it's snowing over there. And when it's done, I can just come back. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm basically halfway there anyways. Well, I grabbed 32 black wool. That should be more than enough for the, you know, lampposts and all that. And I think, you know, any leftover wool, I think we should just turn it into beds, honestly. I feel like that would be probably the best, right? Just go ahead and add beds into it, maybe furnish the place up a little bit, give them a few little extra things in there. What's the word? Amenities? Is that, I don't know, something like that? I think that's the word. And it's still nighttime. Beautiful. All right, let's see what the lighting situation is in this town, because for the most part, everything should be properly lit. I want to make sure, just want to see where the dark spots are. So yeah, like I said, right there, mobs can probably spawn. I don't think they'd be able to spawn on the roofs of the houses. They might be able to on those bigger ones. We might have to put torches up there. But it really looks like most of the dark areas are over there. So I'm mostly just going to add some lampposts for decoration. And, you know, honestly, we could probably throw a couple iron golems in here as well. Definitely have to light that place up right there. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. I think we definitely could use a lamppost right here. This is definitely a spot. One, and then maybe one right here. I don't know where all I'm going to put these things, but I really like the old lamppost design of it just being like that. Since it's daytime, I do want to see if these guys will pick up bread and stuff. I don't know the villager mechanics of this version, so there's not really much to them. But I do want to know, will they, if I like throw it at you, will you pick it up? No. And I can't give it to him. Can I give you a piece of wheat? Also, no. Okay. So I don't know if villager breeding and like needs and stuff is so much a thing in this version yet. I would like to see the population start to grow again. That'd be really cool. But I doubt we're going to see that for a little while. Well, I guess in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and grab more glowstone from the nether, just so we can have it to light up those darker spots. This should be more than enough glowstone for now. We'll just go ahead and craft this up, I suppose, but 63 glowstone, yeah, more than enough. And I'll kind of do it symmetrically, I guess. Just need to wait for it to get dark so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now that I can actually see what's going on, I guess we'll start over here. So, ow. And peaceful mode's goated. Okay, so I think we'll just do one here and then, yeah, it's grass, man. And we'll do 5 in between it. Just like this. And then gonna be right underneath the light post, but that's okay. This is really just to keep the areas that are dark illuminated in a more systemic fashion. I think over here we'll just do 1 glowstone like right here. It should be good. Then kind of hide this one, just do a glowstone there. I think that should be bright enough. And over here we'll do kind of the same thing. We'll do 1 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 4 blocks in between, huh? That's all right. It's a different area. 1 like that, and that should be well lit over here. Now over here is going to be a little bit more complicated, so we'll do that in a bit. And this area kind of weirdly shaped, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 right here. And we'll do 1 right here. Right there, and the last one will be right here. There we go. That area is nice and lit now, and it looks like probably fix this area just by using a light post, I would imagine. Just another light post, because why not? Okay, over here, I think we'll just do kind of the same 5 apart from them. And for the most part, I don't know how much we're actually going to have to place here. Okay, well, that's all the glowstone that we have. So there are still a couple dark spots. I set the game to normal real quick. Monsters should still be able to spawn, but do they spawn anywhere in here? It might be too close. I don't think so, but I want it to look complete. So yes, it's back to the nether from me. But luckily, I know where I can get some glowstone pretty easily right now. All right, another 40 should be good. So now we can just go back down, I guess. More, it's always glowstone, man. Glowstone and building nether highways, I swear. That's like the only thing I never have enough of it, is glowstone, ever. And then I can never seem to escape building roads. And I just realized I messed the alignment up on them. I could just go with it, but that's very, very tragic, actually. It's really, really annoying. I'm not the kind of person just to leave it like that. So I'm gonna fix it. All right, that should be good. This area should be more than well illuminated, but you know, just in case, I think I might expand it out a couple towards the back ends of these houses. So I think now it should be well illuminated. Shouldn't be any areas where monsters can spawn. Everything looks nice and symmetrical. This area might still be a little tiny tad bit dark, but I think it's probably fine. Again, I have to wait till nighttime. But with that, actually, I can do beds. I can do beds for these guys. Start making beds. Let's do a quick head count real quick, just so we know how many we gotta make. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, hold on. Well, actually, those houses with the whatever you want to call it, the stone brick slab things, those aren't going to get beds because those are like kind of like workshop kind of houses. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 12 beds. Don't think we have enough wool for that. We have plenty of wood. Find it. Yeah, there we go. Well, actually, we already have one, so we only need 11. So let's just go ahead and get all of this put in. We'll just make 2 there. Oh, we do have enough. We don't have enough inventory space. Great. Put all of these away. Now, where do we want to put these beds and how do we want to orient them? So we'll just do one right there. That's fine. Give me all my beds. Give them to me. There. Then in this house, I don't think there's anything in it, so we'll just do it over there in the corner. This one. The corner again. Most of these are probably going to go in the corner. This one we could definitely fit multiple beds in, right? But we're not. We're going to put one in the back. That's it. And now that the night is falling, we can observe, bask in the glow of our work that we have done. I think everything should be fine. Oh my God, how could I have forgotten? There's an area right here. Oh my goodness. We'll do one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it kind of like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it needs to go. Wait a minute, how many? Oh my God. Needs to go right there. And then, yeah, that's good. That should be lit up. That should be lit up enough. We gotta go check. We can see everything. Hurry, hurry. We only have 10 minutes. Let's set it to normal. Where do mobs spawn? Where are they not? If I see a single mob spawn over there, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, you stay outside the wall. But everything looks lit up. Looks good. There could be a potential problem right there. So I'll just throw a glowstone down over there, but man. This village is done. It's upgraded. It looks nice and it is ready for us for whenever we do finally update. And I think then villagers can breed. I'm not sure, but I am going to wrap up this video here. Did a lot today, a bit of a slower episode, and at least in my opinion. I mean, it was mostly just making sure a village looks nice. And I think we did a pretty good job of making sure it looks nice. Maybe a little overboard with the torches, but with all the extra light posts, I think that adds a lot of nice character to it. Glowstone is not what I would have wanted, but I needed some way to light up these areas. And we still have space to add other things in the future, especially over there. Probably going to add something more industrial related over there, as opposed to more village space, but I for certain could put more village space over there if I wished. I was also kind of looking over here. We could probably put another house just right across from that one. Maybe another one of the bigger ones, maybe the library one day. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, this village is going to look old forever. We're going to keep it that way. We're never going to upgrade it. Maybe move villagers from other biomes once we eventually get there. It's going to be a long time, but I don't know. This was a nice little busy work thing. Kind of get this done, make sure everything's safe. And there's always work to do in Minecraft, you know? You can never go wrong with working hard in Minecraft, making sure everything looks nice. And I think we did a good job. Fix those houses. That one was kind of a pain because I had to move it down twice, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, with all of that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and if you made it this far, a double thank you. Once again, my name is Slappy Burger, and I hope you have a blessed evening.